Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, the swamp, where they say only Gators get out alive. And that seems to be even more true if it's under the lights. And that's where Florida is for this opener at Ben Hill Griffin Stadium as Florida will christen a new season tonight. The Gators have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stallions offense will start this game off. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, first play under the lights. You had all day to think about how you wanted to start the game, and this defense, exactly how they wanted to do it. Get to the quarterback and get him on the ground.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. He'll field the punt and take it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the Florida Gators offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation.
Turning it on! Touchdown, Florida! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the PAT makes it 7-0. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
They'll go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. All out of space. Touchdown, Gator! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
He'll pull it on the read. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. The Stallions will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
Handoff from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Slithers into space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. You saw it on that one.
Give him 109 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida!
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fat.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go with a direct snap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. And the big tight end
makes the catch down the right side. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Looking to throw on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Stallions have their offense in high gear. Gives it on the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's the handoff. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The Stallions have it in scoring position on first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Quick pass on the jet motion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on first and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, and forcing second down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
Marches ahead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
He'll bring it out. It's Daniels. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now in the same page.
Takes a handoff. It's Gibson. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Scanning the field, it's Harold. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Now the play fake. On target. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. I think he wanted to take a shot there, and he took a shot all right and dumped the ball off to the running back.
There's no doubt, Reese, and he took a shot, but I think he did the right thing. I want to push the ball down the field. I want to make big plays, but when it's not there, be smart. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
And the Stallions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Stallions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Stallions will hustle to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He caught it. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Under fire, and here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. The 10. Touchdown, Gator! And they turn it into a defensive score.
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week one is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Michigan State is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Kirk Cousins had a hand in getting this quarterback to East Lansing, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? They're trailing by 10 to Ohio State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. 22 water. Looking to throw on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Power football with the run. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't. They got stuffed. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The Stallions will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. No good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far.
And the Stallions will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Gators sending the offense back to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Gets it past the marker. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Leaves it with the running back. And some room to work. Brings it to the open. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play. And a first down just outside the red zone. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Unloads quickly. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The Gators come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's got it on the run. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on third and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got first and goal.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Bullock. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. It's a draw. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The Stallions will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He's got it. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that.
Going downfield for the big play. It's a big stride inside the 10. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. He'll do it himself. Oh, better look out. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
On the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Stallions send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Let's see what he can do with it. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Looking for space, it's Gibson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He breaks the tackle. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And add it on again. this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Roberts. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Looking downfield, it's Grimes. Rushes on him. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's going to take off. First down and more. There he goes. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Stallions come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Unloads it left. Working the big fella to the corner. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. And the Stallions are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. The short hands. It's Temple. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Stallions can really attack on this second and short. On the ground, it's Roberts. Oh, my, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. Back to throw, it's Grimes. Got his man downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Complete disaster there. He loses 10. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. This defense has been lights out, stubborn on the doorstep. Can the offense finally find the end zone? Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Stallions. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
42, Sharks, 10.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll start this drive with a pass. Zings it complete to the right.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver, continuing to come back to his QB.
Going for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Grimes. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Option football is about responsibility, but I can't give up my hand. I can't show them really quickly and make it easy on them. Good job by the defense, staying patient, defending all the options, stringing it out, making a nice play.
Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Going to try to get it himself. Across the 45. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
Defense plays the option well. He's found a little success, but not much room this time.
Yeah, I wonder at this point, too, Reese, if he's just pressing a little bit too much. It's almost as if...
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that early. Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Stallions will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Harrell. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it along the sideline. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.